Day 7 complete, the final day of the ultimate meditation challenge. I don't know about ultimate, might be a misuse of words, but definitely a meditation challenge, and definitely much more challenging when you get into the longer time frames. The last 2 days were very similar, although this one I would say was probably my most challenging day. Today I tried to do something a little bit different. I stretched a little bit before because yesterday I felt a little bit tight. That did help a little bit, but not really. Once I got into the longer parts of the meditation, it was similar. I was kind of feeling sleepy. I kept having to check my posture, actually move my hands a little bit to help keep the spine elevated. And another thing that I want to mention, and I did this today, is meditation doesn't always have to be with the eyes closed. And especially if you're starting to feel a little bit sleepy, feel free to open the eyes and just stare at the wall. I mean, we do live our life with our eyes open, so why not try to meditate a little bit with your eyes open to see if you can find that center, that flow, even with the eyes open. It's not a bad practice, especially if you're starting to fall asleep. 45 minutes is a lot, and I don't know that I would personally do 45 minutes. I think for me, the sweet spot is around 30 to 35 minutes. For me, probably once a week, I do longer. You know, it depends on the time of day, right? I mentioned yesterday that I did it late in the afternoon, and today I did it in the afternoon as well, and I just found myself to be a little more sleepy. The best time of day for me is right after my last cup of coffee. I'm usually still pretty, fresh-brained. I'm pretty alert. As I get into the afternoon, I start to get a little bit sleepy. So that was the challenge today. If you're doing this with me, I would challenge yourself to do a little bit longer, because on a great day when you're feeling really good, body feels good, you're plenty alert, the longer the better. You start to really go into that deeper parts of the meditation. Today, I just couldn't do it. I was too distracted by how I felt. I was too distracted by being sleepy. It was a great week. I recommend anybody to meditate. You don't have to necessarily challenge yourself to increase the timing, but challenge yourself to be consistent in meditation. So challenge yourself to do it for 1 full week, even longer. If you want to take a break in between, you can. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, but I do recommend you doing it days in a row. Try not to take too many breaks. As I mentioned on the first day, I believe, try not to talk after your meditation. So spend 10 to 15 minutes of being quiet, maybe write in your journal. I did that. Or I went for a walk, I went for a run, and that was awesome as well. I just kept the mind quiet, and I brought that meditation into the run, which was also really, really great. So I recommend doing that. Posture is really important, especially when you get into the longer meditations. You'll start to get sleepy. I think anything after 25 minutes, your posture will start to change a little bit. You'll notice that you'll start to slouch in your spine. So you've got to be really aware of that. Another big thing that I learned this week is don't have any expectation with the meditation practice. I mean, I could sit here and be disappointed that the last 2 days, I didn't get much out of it other than being uncomfortable and sleepy. But that's not the work, right? The work is to just continue to practice on returning. Notice and return, right? Return to the present moment. So don't go into your meditation with any expectation. Go into it with non-judgment and just be open to whatever comes for the day. This week I added purpose into the meditation. After you've gotten into that sweet spot and you're observing the breath, you start to say, what is my life's purpose? You're just asking the question with no expectation for an answer. You can do that. That's a really great practice. Or you can do anything. If you're trying to think of what direction to go in life, maybe you have the question, what job should I take? Should I marry this person? Should I move to this house or move out of state? I mean, you can put any of those types of things into your meditation. Just plant that seed in there and see what comes. The answers will come from a deeper place. So I recommend doing that, in a time when you're indecisive, right? That's a really good thing to practice as well. I mentioned mantras yesterday, and I use mantras all the time. One of the ones I use today, because because I found myself drifting in and out a lot was connected to the breath and the inside voice, quiet inside voice. You're not speaking out loud, right? It's an inside voice. Like, so for me, I was saying inhale, present moment, exhale, wonderful moment. So I like to use mantras a lot in my meditation. I recommend you doing the same. They're really, really beneficial. So overall, it was a really great week, great practice. One of the things I really like about doing this type of thing is that it tells me where my sweet spot is, right? I mean, how am I going to know what my sweet spot is with meditation if I don't extend it a little bit? And like I mentioned, 30 to 35 minutes is perfect for me in the morning after my last cup of coffee. That's when I get the best out of it. But heck, do it anytime, because it's good that you're in meditation and that you're struggling, because it's the struggle that's important in learning how to return to the present moment, return to your center, return to the seat of your soul, even in the midst of distraction and a little bit of chaos. So try it at all different times of the day. Don't worry about it being the perfect moment, the perfect time. But I really, really enjoyed this week. Hopefully you guys got a little bit out of it as well, and you're continuing to practice. So the next weekly challenge that I'll be doing is the yoga postures, and I'll cover what that challenge will be in the next video. I'm also going to include this week a video that gives you a brief overview of what yoga is, so look for that video as well. And I want to reveal the new shirt. Here it is, Break from the Grind. I got mine. So it's now available on all of our print-on-demand sites. You can visit our website, breakfromthegrind.com. You can go to Zazzle, you can go to TeePublic, you can go to Redbubble, and you can buy your shirt. I got this one from TeePublic. I find that TeePublic shirts fit the best for me, and also TeePublic's probably the quickest in getting you your shirt. We ordered this on Sunday, and I got it on Wednesday. So they come pretty quick. For a print-on-demand site, that's pretty quick. So thank you guys for tuning in to this week of meditation. Hopefully you got something out of it. I love to hear your week and how your week went. If you've been practicing right along with me, if you have any questions or confusion when it comes to meditation, I do want to say that I will be releasing some meditation videos, some how-tos, how to meditate. They'll be a little bit longer and they'll be focused specifically on how to get into a meditation practice. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow when we start yoga practice.